Today we come to celebrate the accomplishments of the senior class of 2021 that has participated in football. The seniors would like to thank their parents, grandparents, friends, and guardians for their support during the past 12 years of school. Congratulations to our seniors and to their families. The seniors on the football team, starting with number 4, Diedrich Tinker. Diedrich is being escorted tonight by his mother, Laquita, and father, Diedrich Tinker. Number 6, Lek Powell. Lek is being escorted tonight by his mother, Kim, and father, Chance Powell. Number 8, Jack Stewart. Jack is being escorted by his mother, Michelle, and his father, Michael Stewart. Number 14, Omari Hopkins. Omari is being escorted by his mother, Angie Hopkins. Number 29, Drew Augustine. Drew is being escorted by his mother, Jennifer Glench. His father, Eric, is watching live right now on the MCD YouTube live stream as he is deployed in the Middle East in Kuwait. Thank you for your service, Augustine family. Number 40, Julian Bakos. Julian is being escorted tonight by his mother, Julie, and father, Brian Bakos. Number 45, E.J. McDaniel. E.J. is being escorted by his mother, Janice, and his father, Stephen McDaniel. Number 56, Danny McHale. Danny is being escorted by his mother, Nancy, and father, Kevin McHale. Number 72, Cole Brandenburg. Cole is being escorted by his mother, Kelly Hansen, and his sister, Molly Brandenburg. Number 87, Joe Danello. Joe is being escorted by his mother, Amy, and his father, Darren Danello. Again, congratulations to all our senior football players and their families. The next group of seniors we'd like to recognize tonight are our senior cheerleaders. Captain Liliana Cruz. Liliana is being escorted by her mother, Sandra, and father, Domingo Cruz. Ava Lamel. Ava is being escorted by her mother, Nicole Bryant, and her father, Brian Lamel. Captain Samantha Pekatowski. Samantha is being escorted by her mother, Bridget, and father, Richard Pekatowski. Captain Ava Smith. Ava is being escorted tonight by her mother, Hillary, and father, John Smith. And Annie Ty. Annie is being escorted by her mother, Kim Pham, and her father, Kan Tai. Thank you, cheerleaders, and congratulations to you and your families. This concludes our senior night ceremony for the fall of 2020 class of 2021. The Crusader Marching Band seniors will be honored at our next home game, October 16th versus Cumberland Valley. Good luck to each group the rest of the way, and thank you for your efforts given to Bishop McDevitt High School. Hail to thee! At High School YouTube. Tonight we're going to bring you the home opener, which also happens to be senior night here. Strange year, but on October 2nd, what would have been our homecoming game tonight is going to be our senior night. And McDevitt, 1-0, will welcome the Lower Dauphin Falcons, who are playing their season opener. They did not have a game last week. They have not even had a scrimmage due to some COVID-19 concerns within their program a couple weeks ago. So LD comes into this game totally untested. McDevitt, of course, last week, a 33-0 victory at Mifflin County. This is Rob Pugliese, joined tonight by Alex Marsico. Alex, of course, two-sport athlete, football, basketball, class of 2016. Quite a number of gold medals in both sports for the Crusaders, and I'm happy he's going to be joining us as our color commentator this season. He brings a lot of insight to our program through his experience as a player, as a coach for the Central Penn Crusaders, and now as a JV coach under Jeff Wechter and this coaching staff. Alex, welcome.
Thanks. Excited to be here.
This is a Mid-Penn Keystone Division contest, of course, with the abbreviated schedule. They're keeping to mostly Mid-Penn games, so LD again with head coach Rob Clock has been a long-time division rival. They were very successful under Coach Clock for quite a long time. Last year he returned as head coach. They did not win a game last year, so they're pretty much rebuilding. Their expectations are not quite as high as McDevitt's are, but again, this is a traditional rivalry between these two schools that goes back a ways. McDevitt's had much the better of it, but we'll see tonight if the LD Falcons can make a game of it. Alex, last week at Mifflin County, McDevitt winning easily 33-0. Some of your impressions from that game, what did you see in the Crusaders opener? What were their strong points, and what would you like to see them improve upon tonight?
First of all, it was a little rusty start, as you would assume, with all the different stops and goes and starting practice and that. The offense looked to get it going after a couple short drives, but then they started to get it going, especially with the older receivers and Leck as a senior. They started to really move the ball efficiently. And then the defense also looked very good. A lot of young talent, starting with a few key guys coming back from last year's defense that was very stout. So excited to see what they can be with the mix of the veterans and the young talent that we have.
And we're about 24 minutes from kickoff. 7 o'clock kickoff tonight here at Rocco Hortenzio Stadium. You just saw as we went live the senior night ceremony. Not a very large senior class for this McDevitt football team. I believe there's only 10 of them. This is a young football team, despite the high expectations, Alex. It's a group that's really dominated, honestly, by that sophomore and junior class.
Yeah, there's a huge number of sophomores and juniors on this team, a lot of very talented ones too, so a very bright future for McDevitt going ahead with all the young talent that they have here.
And while we have a moment as we wait for their teams to arrive here tonight, we're going to give you the starting lineup for Bishop McDevitt. A couple changes from last week. Offensively, of course, Leck Powell back at the controls. The senior quarterback last week threw for a career-high 339 yards. His best ever effort, career-high 25 completions, and he threw 3 touchdown passes. In the backfield tonight, Alex, we want to highlight this off the top. Marquise Williams, McDevitt's superb sophomore tailback, rushed for 115 last week and caught a screen pass for touchdown. Marquise will not be in uniform tonight with an injury.
Yeah, he got a little dinged up with his ankle. Coach Wechter was talking Not much. We also have have two talented backs.
And those two backs that you're going to see a lot of tonight are senior Diedrich Tinker, number 4, who has been playing primarily wide receiver this year, but of course played a lot of running back last year. So Tinker will get the opportunity tonight, along with a freshman, number 30, Ty Kephart, who really burst on the scene last week at strong safety with 8 tackles in that game.
Yeah, very talented, physical kid, especially for a kid that young. Surprising to see a kid that physical in his first game. I think he had, you said, 8 tackles there. Yeah, and he can also run the ball pretty physically as well. So we'll see how he does on the offensive side tonight.
So you'll have Tinker and Kephart in there toting the rock, and we'll probably see Julian Bakos in there at some point, number 40, at a fullback position. Your wide receivers tonight, no surprises there. Number 2, Camille Foster, had a career-high 7 receptions last week. He's a junior. Number 5, Mario Easterly. He had 6 catches last week. And, of course, number 14, the senior, Omari Hopkins, who had a big game last week with 5 catches for 133 yards and 2 touchdowns. So they are loaded at the wide receiver position. The offensive line is young. They took some lumps a little bit in preseason. Last week, ups and downs. You've got Gabe Arena, the towering sophomore at left tackle, number 59 being looked to really lead that unit. The junior guard, number 50, Darren Gulliban. Center, sophomore Cameron Zengel. The right guard is the sophomore, number 52, Ethan Straining. And the right tackle, 6'6" senior Cole Brandenburg. Alex, how about that offensive line last week in their debut with 3 sophomores?
Yeah, it took them a little bit to get going, but it's what's expected, especially with not as much practice as you would usually get and sort of a weird offseason, as we all know. But they started to get it together later in the game, and things started to click a little bit better, opening holes for the running backs and in pass protection for Leck, as obviously he threw for his career high.
Defensively, the Crusaders really, to be honest, for those of you that may not have listened to 1460 or watched the Mifflin County stream, after that first series or two where the Mifflin County option look gave them a little bit of trouble, after that it was lights out. They really shut things down. They held Mifflin County to 84 yards total for the entire game, only 1.6 yards per play, 8 tackles for loss. It starts up front with the defensive ends, the seniors, Julian Bakos and Joe Danello. The defensive tackles, junior number 55, O.D. Troublefield, and a new starter tonight, a sophomore, a big fella, number 77, Demetrius Chacon, getting his first varsity start tonight at defensive tackle. He saw a lot of time last week, but Demetrius Chacon will be in the lineup tonight. At linebacker, these guys are very fast. They're young. They're not totally a veteran group, but there's a lot of speed with Cade Werner, the sophomore, Riley Rebel, the sophomore, and junior Ryan Russo, Alex.
Yeah, they can fly around really well. Last week, defending the triple option is never an easy thing to do, and your linebackers need to be on point, and they were last week. Especially for a young group to defend that so early in the season is always tough, but they did a great job of it.
Cade Werner, of course, had the interception to kind of get McDevitt going. Riley Rebel really looks the part for a sophomore. He looks like a senior.
Yep.
He's imposing out there, a very physical player. I could see him, if God willing he stays healthy in the next 2 years, I think he'll be talked about among the great McDevitt linebackers to play in the last 25 years.
Exactly like a McDevitt linebacker right there. Fits just in perfectly.
And Ryan Russo, of course, his first year here coming over from Central Dauphin. He had 7 tackles last week, was very active, and I think for him it's just a matter of getting more experience.
Exactly, yep. A lot of talent there, though.
The secondary, again, continuing on our theme, tons of raw talent, maybe not a ton of experience. The corners are experienced. Camille Foster, a true cover corner, Alex.
Yeah, he's making the switch over from the offensive side to really focusing on defense a lot this year. And he's getting his technique down, and he's turning into a real lockdown corner for us, which after losing the secondary that we had last year, which was a bunch of seniors, is very important to have 2 seniors coming back to play those positions for us.
Diedrich Tinker, of course, joins him. Mario Easterly, who did not play much defense last week. He was coming off of a little nick in the preseason, but he will be in the lineup tonight, Easterly number 5. Little known trivia for Crusader fans. Mario Easterly started his very first game as a freshman on defense. The only other person under Coach Wechter to do that was Noah Spence, and now there's a third one. Number 30, Ty Kephart, the freshman strong safety, started last week, as we mentioned, 8 tackles, a big hit, and we're going to look for more, not to put too much pressure, but we're going to look for more from Ty Kephart tonight. Okay. We're going to take a break here momentarily. We want to thank the following sponsors of this Bishop McDevitt Sports live stream tonight: Savi Amatrano, the Sons of Italy, Knoll Financial Services, Dauphin County Commissioners, Underdog Sports Bar and Grill, Central Pennsylvania Blood Bank, Martin M. Saxon Associates, Sheet Metal Specialists, Steelton Italian Club, Benchmark Advisor Networks, Pennsylvania State University Harrisburg Campus, Minium, Kearns and Lamb Orthodontics, Joe LaPiccolo and family, Carnes Food, Holy Name of Jesus Church, Patrice Amatrano and Jeff Myers, and Deacon Joe Rabel. Thank you to all of our sponsors who are bringing this Bishop McDevitt Senior Night game to you tonight. Select Physical Therapy is the proud exclusive provider of athletic training and physical therapy services to Bishop McDevitt High School. Select Physical Therapy has 40 convenient locations in the central Pennsylvania area to serve your needs. Bishop McDevitt chooses Select Physical Therapy, and so can you. For more information, visit selectphysicaltherapy.com, call 717-657-8240. Select Physical Therapy, experience the power of physical therapy. We're going to step out for a second, and we'll be back in a few moments with your national anthem. And we're back here at Rocco Tenzio Stadium. Bishop McDevitt and Lower Dauphin, about 12 minutes to kickoff. Still waiting for the teams to come out. We're going to have the alma mater and national anthem momentarily. I just wanted to run down McDevitt, of course, 1-0 tonight. Lower Dauphin next Friday night, Alex. Circle that one. Cedar Cliff Colts at West Shore Stadium. A lot of people feel like that game is going to really determine McDevitt's fate because with the abbreviated playoffs, with only 4 teams getting in, anything other than an undefeated season, you're in peril of not making it. So next Friday night's huge.
Yeah, Cedar Cliff, playing at Cedar Cliff especially, has always been a tough game for McDevitt. They always give us really give us fits over there, but and especially with this short season, if you're looking to get to the playoffs, you want to try and get out of here undefeated if you want a shot to even make the 14 playoff. More like college football this year than a high school.
Absolutely. No margin for error, and the Crusaders know that. Following that, they'll come home to play Cumberland Valley here in 2 weeks, and then the next 2 ball games after that, they play Redland here at Hortensio Stadium, and then at Hershey. And if they make the playoffs, that will start the week after that 6th game against Hershey. So McDevitt right now getting ready to come out on the field. Wearing all gold tonight, all Vegas gold, all gold everything, the helmets, jerseys, and pants. Lower Dauphin not yet coming out, but can tell you from pregame they're wearing white on white with royal blue numerals and the royal blue helmets. The Falcons, of course, coached by Rob Clark. See our officials making their way as McDevitt comes out, led by Julian Bakos, carrying the cross, number 40. Last year, these two teams, the game was one-sided, Alex. It was McDevitt won 46-14, and really they've totally dominated this series during Jeff Wechter's era.
Yeah. Usually the series history, McDevitt's won 16 of the last 18 between the two schools, including the last 12. So, and Coach Weck by himself is 14-2 against Lower Dauphin, and the last win came in 2003. So McDevitt's had a pretty good run here against Lower Dauphin, but I will say just from experiencing this rivalry, they are always, even the games that sometimes get out of hand, they're a tough game to play against really physical, hard-nosed kids, so you never want to take them lightly no matter what the record is. You can throw those out the window.
Yeah, and as we mentioned with Rob Clark coming back into the fold, you know, even though they took their lumps last year, you would fully expect that they're going to get back into the mix here in this Keystone division. Tonight's game, of course, being brought to you with the fine help of Bishop McDevitt's technology team. This is a whole new venture this year. They've done boys soccer, girls soccer. They've got football going on tonight. They're going to be doing some indoor events as well, some volleyball, and then this will continue on, God willing, into the winter sports season. Hopefully we have one, and into the spring. And honestly, even though the COVID-19 pandemic has sort of forced this McDevitt and a lot of schools to do this, this is something that will continue on into the future, including a lot of these McDevitt students really on-the-job training for them with the cameras, with technology, with bringing you the stream tonight. So, shout out to those kids and the moderators and the faculty, and we're happy to be working with them and bring you this broadcast tonight wherever you're watching, even as far away as the Middle East. In the case of Eric Augustine, Drew's dad over there in Kuwait serving our country, God bless him. Lower Dauphin just came out bringing the American flag, white on white with the royal blue numerals. The officials are at the center of the field. Michael Swat's the referee. Stephen Swarney is the umpire. Todd Starner, the head linesman. Sean Pugh, the line judge. And Andy Murdoch is the back judge. Your chain crew tonight, Michael Ward, Michael Sterner, and Jonathan Schaefer. And Alex, at halftime, definitely want to have some fun conversations at halftime for our viewers. Even if they're going to go get a snack or something, we want to keep them engaged. But I plan on putting you on the spot and talking about some of the really good games between McDevitt and Lower Dauphin that you played in a few years ago when LD had a killer team and a killer run there over a few years. So let's plan on that at halftime.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Those were some great games that we played in against some great talent over there. So looking forward to talking about it.
Some of the key players tonight for the Falcons. We attempted to get a starting lineup for the Falcons, but we were not successful. We are looking forward to seeing them, though, including Matt Pieramati, the 5'9" senior receiver defensive back, Braden Landis, the junior quarterback, Jacob Kaufman, defense, Amir Hunter, Louis Armenta, and Ryan Anger, a big 6'4" defensive end. So we'll call out the Falcons as we get them, as they line up. We're gonna. Bow our heads for the pregame prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, by the power of the Holy Spirit, we ask you to bless all of us, athletes, coaches, referees, and spectators. Keep us safe from injury and any harm. Instill in us respect for each other, and reward us for perseverance and virtue. We ask this in the name of your Son, our Lord, Jesus Christ. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Now the Bishop McDevitt alma mater will be played by the Crusader Marching Band, followed by our national anthem to be sung by Bishop McDevitt senior cheerleader Ava Smith.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Ava. Great job. The officials for today's contest are Michael Swat, the referee, Stephen Swarney, the umpire, Todd Starner, head linesman, Sean Pugh, line judge, and Andy Murdoch, the back judge. Chain crew is Michael Ward, Michael Sterner, and Jonathan Schaefer. Bishop McDevitt has won the toss and will receive. Vinny Licata will kick off for Lower Dauphin. Mario Easterly on a big return on the kickoff for Bishop McDevitt into LD territory.
Really explosive play there to start the game by Mario, by a really explosive young guy.
Bishop McDevitt 1st and 10, starting at the Lower Dauphin 34-yard line.
Looks like McDevitt's coming out with 4 wide receivers in the pistol here. Bubble screen out the tank. Picked up a couple nice blocks. Stepped out of bounds.
Lek Powell's pass, complete to Diedrich Tinker. Good for a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4 at the LD 28.
Julian Bakos goes in at fullback here. Lex back in the pistol. Hand off to the freshman.
Ty Kephart on the carry. Good for a gain of 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 1 at the LD 25.
Back in the pistol for McDevitt. Looks like Bakos in at fullback. Easterly's in the slot here. Powell's checking over. Another handoff to Kephart. Looks like he got the 1st down there. He did.
Ty Kephart on the carry. That'll be good for a first down. Bishop McDevitt at the Lower Dauphin 23.
Powell back to pass again. He's looking for Amari. Amari Hopkins goes up. Ooh, nice play by the Lower Dauphin corner there, number 6. Nice pass breakup.
Powell's pass in the end zone, incomplete, intended for Omari Hopkins. Max Klingensmith on the pass breakup for the Falcons.
Really good coverage there by number 6 from Lower Dauphin. Bakos goes in motion here. Hand off to Kephart. Stuffed at the line. He's able to push himself forward for about 4 or 5 yards there.
Kephart on the carry.
Couldn't see who.
Good for a gain of about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 6 at the 19.
This will be a big stop here for Lower Dauphin if they're able to get off the field after the big return by Easterly to start the game. Powell back to pass again. Misfires on Easterly, bringing up a 4th down and about 6 here from the 19-yard line.
Powell's pass intended for Mario Easterly falls incomplete. 4th down and 6.
Looks like McDevitt's going to keep the offense on the field here. Big play early in the game for the Lower Dauphin defense if they can get a stop. Trips right for Powell. Flanked by the freshman Kephart. Looks over the middle for Amari Hopkins and misses long.
Lech Powell's pass intended for Omari Hopkins, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Lower Dauphin will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
LD was able to get great pressure up the middle. They actually put a pretty good hit on Lech there, forcing the misfire on that pass to Amari. Nine minutes left here in the first quarter. First down from their own 19-yard line. The Falcons will take over. 5 wide here. Drops back to pass. He's looking long over the middle. Ooh, just barely misfires. Looking for number 26, Jacob Kaufman, the speedster.
Braden Landis' pass intended for Jacob Kaufman, incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the 19.
Looks like that was Cade Warner on the coverage there. 2nd and 10 coming up for Lower Dauphin from their own 19-yard line. Lower Dauphin lines up, 2 wide receivers. Jet sweep. Ooh, big play there by, looks like Riley Robel got the penetration and the stop there with a great hit on the back. Bringing up a 3rd and long.
Jacob Kaufman on the carry. He's hit for a big loss by Riley Rebel. Third down and 16.
3rd and 16 coming up from the Falcons from their own 13-yard line. 2 receivers out to the right. Sprints out right, looking for the deep ball to number 3, Matt Piramedi. Misses out of bounds. Will bring up a 4th down for the Falcons from their own 13-yard line.
Landis's pass intended for Matt Piramati, incomplete. Mario Easterly on the coverage. It'll be 4th down and 16. Omari Hopkins back deep for Bishop McDevitt.
Punts away for Lower Dauphin. It will be downed at the 45-yard line where the Crusaders will take over with 7:55 left to go in the first.
Punt rolls dead at the Lower Dauphin 45. McDevitt will take over 1st and 10 at the LD 45.
Diedrich Tinker in the backfield now for the Crusaders. Hands off to Tinker. Tinker finds a crease, breaks it outside. Down the left sideline and finally brought down there by
Diedrich Tinker on the carry. Inside the 20.
number 26, Jacob Kaufman on the tackle there. Trips him up after a big gain.
Flag down on the play.
Looks like there's a flag, though, and this one's coming back.
Holding on Bishop McDevitt.
And after the long gain by Diedrich Tinker, it'll be coming back, making it 1st and 17 for the Crusaders from their own 48-yard line here.
It'll be 1st down and 17 at the McDevitt 48.
Lek Powell back to pass. Throws it deep out to Easterly. Brought down by number 88, Aiden Gingrich.
Powell's pass complete to Mario Easterly. Brought down by Aiden Gingrich. Good for 12 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 at the Falcon 40.
Crusaders coming back out in that pistol here. Riley Robel's in at fullback. Got movement. Let's see who they call this on. Looks like false start on McDevitt.
False start, Bishop McDevitt. We'll back him up 5.
This is bringing up a 2nd and 10 for McDevitt from Lower Dauphin's 45. Powell hands off to Tinker. Tinker over the left side for a decent gain here. Looks like he's just going to be a yard short of the 1st down, bringing up a 3rd and 1.
Diedrich Tinker on the carry. Good for a gain of 9 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 1 at the 37.
Got a good push there by the McDevitt O-line, and looks like Julian Bakos is checking in at tailback right here for McDevitt's heavy run package. Powell back in the pistol. Hands off to Bakos over the right side. Looks like he's able to get the first. He was brought down by number 87, Ryan Anger.
Julian Bakos picks up 2 yards and a Bishop McDevitt 1st down.
First and 10 from the 35-yard line of the Lower Dauphin Falcons here. Kept Hart back in the game. Powell back to pass. He's looking out to Easterly again. Steps out of bounds, pushed out of bounds by number 2 from Lower Dauphin, Charlie Fortney.
Powell's pass complete for a 1st down to Mario Easterly. At the Lower Dauphin 22, Charlie Fortney on the stop.
Crusaders down near Lower Dolphins red zone again, looking if they can punch it in. Kephart and Robel in the backfield with Lekpau. Hands off to Kephart, up the middle. Able to drive forward for about 8, tackled by number 55, Amir Hunter from Lower Dauphin.
Ty Kephart on the carry. Good for a gain of 6, brought down at the 15-yard line by Amir Hunter. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Powell in the shotgun. Hands off to Kephart again, over the left side. Tackled again by number 26, Jacob Kaufman. Looks like he's going to be just short of a 1st down.
Kephart on the carry. Brought down by Kaufman, pickup of 4 yards. 3rd down and 1 for McDevitt.
Crusaders are on the 12-yard line of the Falcons. Baco's back in the game at tailback. Robel goes in motion, play is blown dead. Looks like another false start by McDevitt here.
False start penalty against Bishop McDevitt.
Bringing up a 3rd and 6 for McDevitt. Penalties have been slowing down their first 2 drives here. Third and 6. Looks like Tinker and Robel in the backfield with Hopkins, Easterly, and Foster out at receiver. Powell back to pass. Looks for that out route again to Mario Easterly. Makes one miss at the 10. And then finally wrapped down at about the 8-yard line by number 22, Ethan Miller.
Powell's pass complete to Mario Easterly. Good for 10 yards and a Bishop McDevitt 1st down. Brought down by Ethan Miller, 1st and goal at the LD7.
Robel and Tinker in the backfield again. Powell back to pass. Flushed out right by number 23. He's looking for Camille Foster in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Bishop McDevitt.
Powell's pass complete to Camille Foster. Good enough for a Bishop McDevitt touchdown.
Lower Dauphin was able to get some pressure there, force Leck out of the pocket, but Camille ran a good scramble route there, finding himself open in the corner of the end zone for a hookup for their first touchdown of the season for Camille.
Mikey Chia on to try the point after for McDevitt. Chia's kick is up and good with 4:01 to play in the first quarter. Bishop McDevitt 7, Lower Dauphin nothing.
Another penalty for
Flag down.
looks like the no flag just went before the signal was given by the referees there. Chio re-kick. Number 26, Kaufman, with a nice return there. Oh, looks like the ball squirts loose at the end.
Cade Warner knocked it loose. Who has it?
Looks like Cade Warner knocked the ball loose.
Who has the ball for us? Who was it, Winnie? Was it Winnie?
Oh, nope, they're calling him down, it looks like. Down by contact.
Cade Warner on the hit for McDevitt. Lower Dauphin will retain possession, 1st and 10 at their own 36.
Falcons line up in the pistol here. Good run there by the Falcons.
Daniel Shearer on the carry for Lower Dauphin. 6-yard gain brought down by Mario Easterly.
Bringing up a 2nd and 4 from their own 42 with 3 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. The Falcons looking to get something started here on the offensive side of the ball on their second possession. Yeah. Looks like a quarterback sweep. Landis gets stuck in the backfield.
Braden Landis on the carry, brought down by Ryan Russo for a short loss. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Landis has 2 receivers split out wide. 3 receivers split out wide. Landis back to pass. He's looking. Has number 3 in the flat. Ooh, threw a little behind him off target. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
Landis pass intended for Piramati falls incomplete. That brings up 4th down and 5, and the Falcons will punt. Quinn Stanley to punt for Lower Dauphin, and Omari Hopkins deep for the Crusaders.
Short punt there by the Falcons.
Stanley's punt out of bounds at the McDevitt 48. Crusaders will take over there with 2:06 to play in the first quarter. Bishop McDevitt 7, Lower Dauphin nothing.
Looks like Cade Warner was in there applying the pressure to make the punter have to rush and maybe kick it out of bounds there. McDevitt's going to take over from the 48-yard line. Diedrich Tinker.
Diedrich Tinker on the carry inside the Falcon 25. 28 yards and a Bishop McDevitt first down.
Tinker's been able to find some success here running the ball early.
Check that. That was a 29-yard run for Tinker.
Yeah, Tinker's been able to burst a couple big plays here early in the game. Powell back to pass. Has some time. Getting pressured out right now. Those are to Tinker. I believe he caught it. It's
Powell's
caught.
pass complete to Diedrich Tinker. Inside the 20. Flag on the play.
Waiting on the signal here to see what the flag's for. It looks like it might be a late hit out of bounds. Yeah.
Personal foul against Lower Dauphin will be half the distance. Bishop McDevitt, first down and goal at the 9.
Approaching a minute to go here in the first quarter. Powell hands off to Tinker again. Ooh, great play there. Looked like number 22.
Diedrich Tinker on the carry. Brought down for a loss by Ethan Miller. Second and goal at the 10.
Baco's back into the game at the fullback position. Handoff again to Tinker over the right side. In for the score. Touchdown, Bishop McDevitt Crusaders.
That's Diedrich Tinker for 10 yards and the Bishop McDevitt touchdown.
Crusaders have been able to get a push, and Tink's found a lot of success running the ball early here. 13-0 McDevitt with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Mikey Chiga on to take the extra point.
Mikey Chia on to try the point after. Kick is no good with 29 seconds to play in the first quarter. Bishop McDevitt 13, Lower Dauphin nothing. Alex, that McDevitt drive was 4 plays and 52 yards. Of course, as you mentioned, Diedrich Tinker really, he was the whole drive. He had a 29-yard carry, a 10-yard carry for the touchdown. He rushed for almost all the yards other than the 5-yard pass he caught.
Yeah, Tinker is a really versatile athlete. We use him all over the place at receiver and running back, and the line's been doing a great job getting a push here early. Kaufman takes the kick here. Another flag on the play.
Jacob Kaufman on the return. Brought down by Nick Wiseman. Flag on the play.
Looks like it's against Lower Dauphin here.
I couldn't see the signal, though.
Penalty against the Falcons. Couldn't see the signal. Not sure what it was there. Oh, holding.
Holding on Lower Dauphin.
This is going to back the Falcons up very deep in their own territory. Looks like the ball will be marked down at the 6-yard line.
Lower Dauphin will start the series first and 10 at their own 7.
Pistol formation here for the Falcons. Kaufman breaks it over to the left side for a decent gain. Looks like that's going to do it for the first quarter here.
Jacob Kaufman on the carry, brought down by Cade Werner and Mario Easterly after a gain of 5. At the end of the first quarter, our score, Bishop McDevitt 13, Lower Dauphin nothing. So with the Crusaders up 13-0 after 1, we'd like to thank our sponsors on this live stream tonight on the Bishop McDevitt Sports YouTube: Saviam Matrano, Sons of Italy, Knoll Financial Services, Dauphin County Commissioners, Underdog Sports Bar and Grill, Central Pennsylvania Blood Bank, Martin M. Sachs and Associates, Sheet Metal Specialists, Steelton Italian Club, Benchmark Advisor Networks, Penn State Harrisburg Campus, Minium Kearns and Lamb Orthodontics, Joe LaPiccolo family, Carnes Foods, Holy Name of Jesus Church, Patrice Amatrano and Jeff Myers, and Deacon Joe Rabel. Again, thanks to our Bishop McDevitt Tech Department tonight, bringing this game to you. Jacob Beagley running the camera tonight. And Brian Gregoritz also at the controls. So Jacob and Brian, thank you so much for handling the technical end of things so that Alex Marsico and myself can bring you the action. This is Rob Pugliese as we're about to begin the second quarter. McDevitt up 13-0, and the Crusader defense on the field as LD will have a 2nd and 4 at their 13.
Number 15 and a quarterback for the Falcons, Adam Bonowitz. Handoff right side. Looks like Kaufman again. Brought down by, it looks like, a little bit short of the first down by a host of Crusaders there.
Shear on the carry.
Correction, that was Daniel
Brought down
Shear on
after
the
a
carry.
gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Check that, 3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3 for the Falcons. They line up in shotgun here. 3 receivers, tight end. Plays blown dead. Looks like delay of game here.
Flag down. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game penalty is going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Falcons. Deep in their own territory, down 13-0 to start the second quarter.
3rd down and 8 for the Falcons.
Shotgun here again for the Falcons with tight end left. Back to pass. Looks like a short out route to number 6. Max Klingsmith with the catch. Short
Bonowitz's pass complete to Max Klingensmith. Brought down by Cade Werner. It'll be 4th down and 7.
Mari Hopkins back to return again. Falcons coming out for their 3rd punt of the game.
Amari Hopkins back deep for Bishop McDevitt.
Low snap, gets it away. Punts down at the 37-yard line.
Quinn
36-yard line.
Stanley's punt rolls dead at the 37. That's where McDevitt will take over. First down and 10.
McDevitt's taking over from the 36-yard line here. 10:22 to go in the second quarter. 13-0 McDevitt over Lower Dauphin. Two receivers each side. Kephart in the backfield. Powell back to pass. He's looking deep. Throws a jump ball for Mario. Ooh. Just over the outstretched hand of Easterly.
Lek Powell's pass intended for Mario Easterly incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
Another flag. Looks like an eligible man downfield on the Crusaders.
An eligible man downfield on McDevitt. It'll be second down and 10 at the 36.
Lower Dauphin declines the penalty, bringing up a 2nd and 10 here. Powell back in the shotgun. 4 receivers again with Kephart in the backfield. Kephart to the right side. Decent gain there. McDevitt going to the hurry up here, trying to line up on the ball, see if they can catch Lower Dauphin napping.
Ty Kephart on the carry. Good for a gain of 5 yards. 3rd and 5.
Powell in the shotgun, back to pass. Looking left again, has Easterly again. Hit by number 7 from Lower Dauphin, and then finally brought down by number 6, Max Klingsmith.
Lek Powell's pass complete to Mario Easterly for a Bishop McDevitt first down. Brought down by number 6, Klingensmith.
Another first down for the Crusaders. Bringing up 1st and 10 from the 21, just outside the Falcons' red zone. Trips right with Kephart in the backfield again. Powell back to pass. Looking short right for Tinker. Able to get outside and pushed out just short of a first down.
Lek Powell's pass complete to Diedrich Tinker. Knocked out of bounds by Charlie Fortney. Good for a gain of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
Baco's back in the game at fullback. Baco's in motion right to left. Hand off to Kephart. Stopped by number 76 from Lower Dauphin. Luis Armenta.
Ty Kephart on the carry. Gain of 2 yards. Tackle by Armenta. 3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1 from the Crusaders here from the Lower Dauphin 13-yard line. 8:50 left to go in the second quarter. Too tight. Looks like fullback with Bakos at tailback here. Hand off to Bakos up the middle. Armenta with the stop again, but looks like it's not in time as he gets the first down.
Julian Bakos picks up 2 yards and a Bishop McDevitt first down. Stopped by Luis Armenta.
First and goal here for the Crusaders. From
First and goal, Bishop McDevitt.
Powell back in the shotgun, looking to pass again. Flushed out right. Directing traffic, looks hit as he throws and dropped incomplete. Intended for Amari Hopkins. Great pressure there by Lower Dauphin.
Lek Powell's pass in the end zone, intended for Omari Hopkins, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Second and goal here for the Crusaders.
Alex, one thing I'm really impressed by Lek tonight is his decision making. When he is flushed out, when he has gotten pressure, I love that he's extending these plays with his feet and getting rid of the football and not taking a loss.
Yeah, Lek is a very solid athlete back there. He's able to create time, especially for the receivers, to get open and just make a play by getting them the ball. By extending the plays and getting out of the pocket, that helps a lot.
Diedrich Tinker on the carry. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and goal for Bishop McDevitt. Timeout.
Timeout here. McDevitt has a 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line with 7:47 to go in the half.
Select Physical Therapy is the proud exclusive provider of athletic training and physical therapy services to Bishop McDevitt High School. Select Physical Therapy has 40 convenient locations in the central Pennsylvania area to serve your needs. For more information, visit selectphysicaltherapy.com or call 717-657-8240. Select Physical Therapy. Experience the power of physical therapy.
McDevitt back on the field, trips right. Camille Foster backside, one-on-one coverage. That looks like where Powell's going. Deep out route to Camille. Is he able to get his feet down? He is. Touchdown, McDevitt.
Lek Powell's pass complete to Camille Foster for the Bishop McDevitt touchdown.
McDevitt was able to get Camille, their big receiver, singled up backside there and just throw pretty much a jump ball and let him go up and get the rebound. Nice play design there and nice execution by Lek and Camille.
Mikey Chia on to try the point after for McDevitt.
Chia makes the extra point there.
Chia's kick is up and good. 7:39 to play in the second quarter. Bishop McDevitt 20, Lower Dauphin nothing. Alex McDevitt taking advantage of a short field there after the short punt. Only needed to go 36 yards. 9 plays, 36 yards, capped by the Powell to Camille Foster. He really gunned that thing in there.
Yeah, Lek showed off his arm strength there, making the long throw from virtually the right hash all the way to the left pylon there. It was a nice execution to get Camille singled up backside. He's a bigger receiver, so if you can find a smaller corner and then just have him go up and get it over those smaller corners. Nice execution by both of them.
You can really see the difference in Lek Powell from junior year to senior year with the command of the offense, the decision-making, and just some of these throws he's made.
Definitely. Lek's taken a lot of control, a lot of leadership of this offense, and they're able to do a lot more from – he's taken a big jump from his junior year to his senior year, making big throws like that. Kaufman back to return there. Ooh, hit hard. Looks like that's number 37.
Jacob Kaufman on the return, brought down by Ryan Russo.
Lower Dauphin's going to take over from their own 37, down 20-0 with 7:32 to go in the half. Bonowitz back in at quarterback. In the pistol formation. Play action. He's looking for his running back. Incomplete. Another flag down on the play.
Bonowitz's pass incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
Looks like another ineligible man downfield, this time on the Falcons.
Ineligible receiver downfield on Lower Dauphin.
Crusaders are going to decline this one too, bringing up 2nd and 10. Second and 10 here for the Falcons. Looks like number 1 for the Crusaders is checked in at free safety, Jaleel Terry. He played a good game last week. The sophomore, 6'2", 180 pounds.
Timeout, Lower Dauphin. So LD uses a timeout. They have 1 remaining in the half. Alex, 20-0 McDevitt. About as expected, the run game has gotten going even without Marquise Williams. If you just joined us, Marquise not dressed tonight with that ankle injury, but Diedrich Tinker and Ty Kephart really running hard and running well.
Yeah, the line's been doing a great job getting some movement up front today. Solid athletes back there. Kind of a different 1-2 punch. Kephart's more of a hard-nosed runner. Tank gives you the speed and elusiveness, but Tank's really been able to get it going here early. Bonowitz in the gun here. 2 receivers split out wide. Kaufman in motion from right to left. Jet sweep handoff, dropped on the ground, and he's brought down for a loss. Looks like by Bakos.
Bonowitz hit for a loss by Julian Bakos.
This is bringing up a 3rd and long here for the Falcons.
Third and 13 for Lower Dauphin from their 34-yard line.
3rd and 13 here for Lower Dauphin, 7:10 remaining. Bonowitz in the gun. Looks like McDevitt's bringing pressure here. Bringing a 0 blitz. He throws it deep. Contact made, but no flag. Pass incomplete down the right sideline. Bringing up 4th down.
Bonowitz pass intended for Matt Piramati. Camille Foster on the coverage. It'll be 4th and 13 for the Falcons. Amari Hopkins back deep for Bishop McDevitt.
Another flag down here.
Flag down on the play. The punt rolls out of bounds at the LD 40.
This looks like it's going to be in the area of holding for McDevitt. Waiting on a signal here from the officials. Yep, it is a holding call against McDevitt.
Holding on Bishop McDevitt.
McDevitt will take over with 6:46 remaining, up 20-0.
Following the holding penalty, McDevitt will take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
McDevitt's taking over from the 50-yard line with the trio of receivers, Easterly, Hopkins, and Foster. Tinker and Bakos in the backfield next to Powell. Looks like a pass coming here. Yep. Leck back deep. Brought down. Looked like he had time, but ran out quick. Looks like Kaufman in on the sack.
Leck Powell sacked by Ryan Angerer. It'll be a loss of 11 yards on the play, 2nd and 21.
Angerer's in there too on the sack. Good pressure there by the Falcons. Bringing up a 2nd and 21 here from their own 39 for McDevitt. Timeout, McDevitt. Looks like they had 12 guys on the field, but called the timeout before taking the penalty.
Timeout, Bishop McDevitt. All fans attending this event tonight are asked to wear a mask at all times. Please use social distancing and use the hand sanitizer provided at the patio areas. Masks that cover the nose and mouth and social distancing must be adhered to at all times in Rocco Hortensio Stadium. Bishop McDevitt thanks you very much for your respect and understanding. So, Alex, I think we might have jinxed Leck there. We were talking about the quick decisions, very quick thinking tonight, getting rid of the football, not taking losses, and there he got hit for his first sack of the night by Angerer. First time I've seen Leck kind of be a little bit slow. As you had said, the protection wasn't that bad there.
Yeah, the protection was pretty good. It looks like Leck was trying to hit the home run ball there. He held on to it for a little bit too long, which ended up letting the defense get home on him.
2nd and 21, so Coach Wechter will probably open things up here with these receivers.
Yeah, I think they're going to try and punch one more in here before half at least. They got trips left. Looks like Foster backside again. Powell back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket, brought down again. That looks like Angerer again. Oh, Armenta right there. Armenta with the sack. Great pressure there by the Falcons that time.
Leck Powell sacked by Armenta. Loss of 5. It'll be 3rd and 26.
Armenta, 6'2", 285, able to get the pressure there. He's a big fella in there. Bringing up a 3rd and 26 here for the Crusaders. Probably looking at screen territory right here. Powell back to pass. Screen right to Hopkins. Hopkins able to make a few miss. Number 32 from Lower Dauphin. Benton Black with the tackle.
Leck Powell's pass complete to Omari Hopkins. Good for a gain of 8. Brought down by Benton Black. It'll be 4th down and 18. Corey Kalinowski on to punt for the Crusaders.
Kalinowski back to punt. Can't tell who that is for the Falcons back deep to return. They have a couple back there. Low snap, scooped up. Solid punt, fair caught. Ashford muffed it. Looks like he's able to get back on top of it, though. He is. The Falcons are going to take over with 4:26 remaining.
Kalinowski's punt fumbled but recovered by Lower Dauphin. It'll be 1st down and 10 for LD at its own 28-yard line.
Lower Dauphin looking to get something going here before the end of the first half. Taking over from their own 29-yard line here. Looks like Landis is back in the quarterback. Pistol formation. Crusaders bringing pressure, handoff. Kaufman up the middle, tackled by Warner and Bakos for a short gain.
Jacob Kaufman on the carry. Good for a gain of a yard, brought down by Julian Bakos and Cade Werner. Second down and 9.
2nd and 9 here for the Falcons. Piamenti in motion left. Sprint out. Looks like it's going to take off here. Joseph Danello is able to hold him up after a short gain. Way to string that out and make the play there by Joseph Danello, the senior.
Landis on the carry, swarmed under by the gold jerseys. Among them, Joe Danello, Julian Bakos, gain of 1, 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8, 3:13 left to go in the half. Landis in the gun. 2 receivers split out right. Landis sprints out right. Looking to pass. Good coverage. Oh, incomplete. 2 flags are down. Looks like this is going to be holding on Easterly.
Landis' pass intended for Matt Piramati falls incomplete, but there is a flag on the play.
It is. Holding on McDevitt. It's going to give the Falcons a first down here with 2:53 remaining.
Holding against Bishop McDevitt. 10-yard penalty. That'll give Lower Dauphin a 1st and 10 at their 41.
Falcons 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line here. Two receivers split left. Tight end wing to the right. Landis in the shotgun. Motion. Another fumbled snap on the exchange of the jet sweep there.
Fumble on the play. Landis recovers his own fumble. Back at the 37. It'll be 2nd and 14.
Landis was able to jump on it after he fumbled it there. 2:25 to go. 2nd and 15 from their own 36 for the Falcons.
Alex, I wonder if Coach Wechter is going to use these 2 timeouts here.
Looks like Lower Dauphin's going to take one here, yeah. But if I was willing to bet, I think Coach Weck would probably start taking some timeouts here to try and get one more before the half.
Timeout, Lower Dauphin. That is their 3rd timeout of the half. So, Alex, we have 2:11 to go here in the first half, 20-0. If you're just joining us here on the Bishop McDevitt YouTube, our first football game on this live network. Alex Marsico, Rob Pugliese here with you. Jacob Beagley and Brian Gregoritz on the controls. Crusaders are dressed in the all-gold tonight on senior night, Alex. It was supposed to be homecoming, but, of course, we know it's been a strange year, and we're doing senior night now while we have an opportunity to. If you joined us late, stay tuned at halftime. We'll recap the first half scoring. We'll give some shout-outs to the 1995 state title team, and we'll reminisce on some classic McDevitt Lower Dauphin games of this era.
Falcons back on the field, getting ready to go here. Landis in the gun. Piramenti in motion again, another sprint out. Throwback screen back to the tight end. Well-designed play there, but the Crusaders are able to stop him. Bringing up a 3rd and 10.
Landis' pass complete to Ryan Anger. Good for a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 10.
It's a really well-designed play there, sprinting out left and getting the Crusaders to flow that way and then throwing back the screen to the right. But the Crusaders were able to stay home there and make a pretty good stop. Minute 30 left. 2 receivers each side. Landis in the gun, back to pass. Looks like they're trying to set up a rub route, and Cade Warner with the sack. Wechter's going to take a timeout here, try and go one more score before the half.
Braden Landis is sacked by Cade Warner. That brings up 4th down, and it's timeout. Bishop McDevitt, their 2nd timeout of the half, 1 remaining.
Quick pressure there by Warner. Looks like he was brought off the edge, and the Falcons didn't even see him.
So 1:12 to go. They have 1 timeout. After that last series, Alex, where the offensive line had a little bit of trouble for the first time tonight, you know Coach Wechter wants to get them some confidence going. His teams traditionally are very, very good and dangerous in the 2-minute drill.
Definitely a lot of high explosive players, especially from the wide receiver position here. So I'm sure Coach Weck is going to take a couple shots here to try and get in the end zone before the half. Falcons.
Quinn Stanley on to punt for Lower Dauphin. Omari Hopkins back deep for McDevitt.
Another high punt, short, out of bounds. Another flag on the play.
Where'd the punt go out at? Stanley's punt out of bounds at the Bishop McDevitt 42.
Waiting for a signal here from the officials. The officials are discussing. Personal foul on McDevitt. Didn't see what happened there, but
Personal foul against the Crusaders.
the punt went out at around the 50-yard line. It's going to take the Crusaders back a little bit here. Waiting for the officials to mark this off.
Hesitate to announce where the ball's going to be at because they're still monkeying around.
Yeah.
$15 yards on the personal foul. McDevitt will start the series 1st and 10 at their own 34.
1 minute left to play here. 20-0. Crusaders are up. The Crusaders have one timeout left here. Trips right, Tyshawn and Russell in the slot. Number 22, 10th grader. Powell in the backfield with Tinker flanking him to the left. Camille Foster backside. Little counter to Tinker. Brought down by Jacob Kaufman on a good tackle there.
Diedrich Tinker on the carry. Gain of 1. Brought down by Jacob Kaufman. 2nd and 9.
Time ticking as we approach 40 seconds left in the half. Crusaders lining up on the ball here. 5 wide. Powell back to pass. Looks like the pass might have got tipped at the line. Bringing up a 3rd and 9.
Lek Powell's pass intended for Omari Hopkins incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9 from their own 35. Trips right again. Hand off to Tinker. Pressure by Lower Dauphin, but he's able to get away. Looks like he's going to get the 1st down.
Diedrich
Finally pushed
Tinker
out
on
of
the
bounds
carry.
for a 1st down.
15 yards and a Bishop McDevitt 1st down.
20 seconds left. Ball's on the 50-yard line here. Be expecting a shot from McDevitt. Trips left, kept Hart back in the game. Looking for Hopkins. Oh, just a slightly behind there.
Lek Powell's pass intended for Omari Hopkins incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Looks like the Falcons might have been in cover 2 there, and they were able to beat it. Just couldn't hook up on the pass play right there.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity right there, as Omari did perfectly beat that coverage.
Yeah, it looked like Lek was trying to hit a side pocket fade in between the safety and the corner on that cover 2, but they just weren't able to hook up. Trips left again. Back to pass. Pressure gets in there quickly for the Falcons. Can't see the number. Looks like number 87. Ryan Anger again. And a flag also on the play. Looks like it might have been holding, and it is on the Crusaders.
Lek Powell sacked.
Penalties declined. Bringing up
Back at his 39-yard line.
Bringing up a 3rd and long with only 9 seconds to go here. Looks like Coach Wechter's going to take it into halftime up 20-0.
And that'll be the end of the first half with our score. Bishop McDevitt 20. Lower Dauphin nothing. So we're at halftime. Bishop McDevitt leading Lower Dauphin 20-0 here live from Rocco Ortenzio Stadium. You're watching Bishop McDevitt YouTube Sports Network tonight. Alex Marsico and Rob Pugliese here tonight. Again, great job on the controls by the Bishop McDevitt students helping us out tonight. Brian Gregoritz and of course Jacob Beagley on the camera. 20-0. We're gonna have some good halftime conversation for you. First, we want to thank again our donors, our sponsors that are bringing this game to you tonight. Savia Matrano, the Sons of Italy, Knoll Financial Services, Dauphin County Commissioners, Underdog Sports Bar and Grill, Central Pennsylvania Blood Bank, Martin M. Sachs and Associates, Sheet Metal Specialists, Steelton Italian Club, Benchmark Advisor Networks, Penn State Harrisburg, Minium Kearns and Lamb Orthodontics, Joe LaPiccolo and family, Carnes Food, Holy Name of Jesus Church, Patrice Amatrano and Jeff Myers, and Deacon Joe Rabel. Thank you to our sponsors here at Bishop McDevitt. Select Physical Therapy is the proud exclusive provider of athletic training and physical therapy services to Bishop McDevitt High School. Select Physical Therapy has 40 convenient locations in the central Pennsylvania area to serve your needs. Bishop McDevitt chooses Select Physical Therapy, and so can you. For more information, visit selectphysicaltherapy.com, call 717-657-8240. Select Physical Therapy. Experience the power of physical therapy. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with you momentarily here on Bishop McDevitt's Football.
Physical therapy is focused on patient safety now more than ever before. Select's centers remain open and offer a safe environment for you to receive physical therapy services. You don't need a doctor's referral to begin care and start feeling better today. Select Physical Therapy also offers telerehab, so you can easily connect with a licensed therapist through web-based technology that is HIPAA compliant, right from the comfort of your home. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Bishop McDevitt asks all fans attending this event tonight to wear a mask at all times. Please use social distancing and the hand sanitizer provided at the patio areas. Masks that cover the nose and mouth and social distancing must be adhered to at all times. Thank you very much for your respect and understanding. We're back here live from Rocco Ortenzio Stadium, Bishop McDevitt High School YouTube. The Crusaders 20-0. If you're just joining us, quick recap. They've taken advantage of some short fields. They had a 45-yard drive in the first quarter. Lek Powell to Camille Foster on a 7-yard touchdown made it 7-0 with 4:01 to play in the first quarter. McDevitt then had a 52-yard drive. It was all Diedrich Tinker. He had a big 29-yard run. He capped that drive with a 10-yard run with 29 seconds to play in the first. It was 13-0 McDevitt. And then another short field in the second quarter. McDevitt went 36 yards, capped by, again, that combination of Lek Powell to Camille Foster for a 10-yard scoring strike, and it's 20-0. That's where we stand at half. Alex Marsico, I'd like a couple quick impressions from you from that first half that we just watched.
Yeah, the offense was able to get it going early, especially opening it up with Tinker running the ball, which I think in turn opened up a lot of passing plays for Lek, especially Camille's a very big target that you can usually get a mismatch with, so I think we targeted him after we had the Lower Dauphin defense biting up on the run when Tinker got it going early. The Lions also doing a much better job this week in pass protection and in the run game, getting some movement up front. And all in all, the offense is playing well, and obviously the defense is doing a great job. Lower Dauphin has some solid athletes, some speed out there, and we're doing a solid job of containing that right now.
As we mentioned, Marquise Williams not in uniform tonight, nursing that ankle injury. Of course, if you're just joining us, Coach Wechter told us pregame, nothing real serious, just they're being smart with it. You know, he's their bell cow, and they want to make sure he's healthy and ready to go.
Yeah, and it's a luxury to have people like Tinker that can play multiple positions and a senior that has played running back in big games and big moments before, and just be able to move him back, as well as the young talent with Ty Kephart, who is going to be a good running back in the future, but is getting some early shots now with Marquise's injury.
as we alluded to earlier, this was originally slated to be the homecoming game for 2020. And with COVID and, with the schedule just being totally thrown into disarray, this became senior night. And not only was it supposed to be homecoming, but this was supposed to be the 25th reunion celebration tonight for that 1995 state championship team that was much long awaited, long anticipated, and unfortunately because of COVID, the state title team is not together tonight, obviously. I know some of them are out there watching. I've heard several times during the first half from Steve Spoljaric, the all-state guard defensive tackle, who's watching us tonight from Texas on his big screen TV. So, Spo, I want to give you a shout-out. And I also want to give your teammates a shout-out and look forward to next fall when we all get together here, even though it'll be the 26th year. It'll be just as fun for you guys to relive those memories. And the interesting thing about that, Alex, is I always feel like there's somewhat of a connection between McDevitt and Lower Dauphin's programs. And people might think, well, that's strange. What's the connection between McDevitt and LD? Well, that 1995 McDevitt state title team, that was also a very special year for Lower Dauphin as the Falcons won District 3 in Quad A and went the whole way to the state final that year, LD did, under Vince Pantalone. And they lost to a very good Penn Hills team that was led by Damon Gibson and Mike White, two tremendous Division I linemen. But LD made it the whole way. They defeated Cedar Crest 36-19 in the districts and made it the whole way. And the one thing I remember from that day in Altoona, Alex, is McDevitt beat Burrell 29-0 in the Saturday afternoon game to win, and then stayed around to watch Lower Dauphin to kind of greet them as they came on the field for the 4A game and watched the first half of that game. And I kind of think that's cool that the two programs made it. And then fast forwarding to another great Lower Dauphin team in 2013, you were a sophomore, Alex, the first year that this stadium was open. That great McDevitt team, McDevitt and Lower Dauphin were both 6-0 when they met in 2013, and that was a really hard-fought game. LD actually led 14-7 at one point before the Crusaders scored 3 straight touchdowns and won 25-14.
Yeah, I remember that game had a lot of big plays. Our first drive, I think it was, Nick Marsilio, we had a pick six that was taken 60 or 70 yards back for a touchdown, which really turned up the game from the beginning. And then before the half, we had a Hail Mary that we caught that actually got called back. But a lot of exciting plays, a lot of exciting players. Bryce Hall, Kobe White, Trey Clock, George Hatalowicz, who was my grade, who turned out to be a great running back and went on to play at Davidson. Just a lot of great players all around the field and a great game overall.
Yeah, that pick six early was actually a defensive end named Ben Ross.
Yeah, we threw a swing pass to Andre, and I remember he peeled off and took off.
and he took that thing back 75 yards.
Yep.
And you mentioned some of the great names. Of course, Trey Clock, who went on to Georgia Tech. You know who else was on that team? Was Joe Julius, the kicker.
Yep.
And they had a linebacker, and I hope for the Lower Dauphin fans out there, I hope I don't butcher his last name, but I think it was Ryan Liliak, who had a great game that day here, had 12 tackles against McDevitt.
Played youth football with him, a holy name.
Yeah, that was a great era for LD under Rob Clock. As you mentioned, a lot of great athletes in that game. The next year in 2014, when you were a junior, McDevitt won 35-14 here. Kobe and Bryce both went over 100. And Andre Robinson had a monster game, 170 yards rushing and 53 receiving.
Wow.
And Nick Marsilio threw 4 touchdowns, and you had an interception in that game. And then in 2015 at Hershey Park Stadium, LD hosted. Both teams came in 8-1. They had Tommy Clock at quarterback. They had some other guys like
Evan Morrow went on to play at Millersville. He's a good wide receiver and defensive back. Yep.
Chad Ray was a big guy for them.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Hatalowicz got injured in the first half, and we McDevitt led 21-7 late. LD hung in there, and the final ended up 21-14. And you must have liked playing LD because you had an interception in that game as well as 7 tackles.
Yeah, I remember that game. That was actually one of my most favorite games to play in. I had the one-handed interception, and my shoe actually came off on that play. But I just love competing against them. I actually knew most of those guys like Tommy Clock and George and all them, and great competitors, great people to play against. And we knew like it was always going to be a hard-fought game when we played them, which it came down to the wire. I remember we had to get a pick on the last play of the game by JoJo Heaton, which ended up sealing the game. But it always went down to the wire, and it was always a great game playing against Lower Dauphin.
And, of course, we mentioned, Rob Clark, their current head coach. Between 2002 and 2015, he won 101 games for Lower Dauphin in that era. And they won their first District 3 Quad A title in 2013 that we just talked about that year where they started 6-0. They were, 9-1 in the regular season.
Wow.
And in the districts, you want to talk about running a gauntlet. Lower Dauphin went to Wilson and beat Wilson at Wilson, the number 1 seed, beat them 17-14. And then they beat the number 2 seed, Cumberland Valley, in the district final 24-21 before losing to Pittsburgh Central Catholic in the state semis, which obviously is no shame. McDevitt knows all about Pittsburgh Central Catholic.
Definitely.
They knocked McDevitt out in the 2004 state semi. So Rob Clark came back last year, as we talked about off the top of this show. They took their lumps last year. They were winless, but this is their season opener tonight, so we'll see what LD has in store here in the second half. One other thing I wanted to mention, if you're just joining us late tonight, was senior night for McDevitt, and before the game they honored the senior football players and cheerleaders. One of those football players is Drew Augustine, and Drew's dad, Eric, and we gave him a shout-out pregame, and we're going to give him another shout-out now. I don't even know what time it is. I know it's the middle of the night where he is in the Middle East, but Eric Augustine is watching this game live and on social media today. If you follow McDevitt Football on Twitter, if you don't, I strongly recommend you do follow the McDevitt Football and the McDevitt Athletics Twitter feeds. But Eric Augustine posted a photo of himself with the number 29 jersey, with Drew's jersey, and he also posted a message to the Crusaders wishing them luck tonight. So that was a really cool thing for everybody in the McDevitt football family to see. So 20-0 at halftime here. Again, the 2 touchdown passes from Lek Powell to Camille Foster and the 10-yard run from Diedrich Tinker. And the Falcons are back out on the field. So we're going to step aside for a minute, and we've got about 2 minutes on the clock. The second half will be with you momentarily here on Bishop McDevitt Network. LD's back out on the field. The Crusaders are coming back out. And again, I got to give another shout out to Steve Spoljaric because we mentioned he's in Texas watching us, and he did tell me on a text it's a 110-inch television. In his words, that's the Texas-size screen. And one of our listeners, Jeff Myers, pointed out also that Rob Klock is a Shippensburg football grad also, so another McDevitt LD connection there when you think about Rob Klock and you think about McDevitt coaching lineage with Ford Chapman being also a Ship guy, and of course Rob Klock, as we mentioned, coached for 14 years, and then Trey was playing at Georgia Tech and then as a grad transfer in Northwestern, and now he's back. So thanks to Jeff Myers for that text mentioning that. Thanks to everybody out there watching tonight, supporting the school, supporting the McDevitt community. We're absolutely thrilled to bring you this game. As I mentioned, Alex Marsico, Rob Pugliese, Jacob Beagley on the camera, Brian Gregoritz here also at the controls at Rocco Hortenzio Stadium. We will also have for you in 2 weeks from tonight, McDevitt versus Cumberland Valley, and if you want to stay tuned, McDevitt is also streaming other events, soccer, field hockey, volleyball. Just stay tuned to all the McDevitt social media and the websites, McDevitt's Facebook page, McDevitt's Twitter, McDevitt Athletics Twitter, Instagram, and they're doing a great job. They've done 2 soccer games. Tonight's the first football game, and they have a field hockey game coming soon. So we're getting geared up here for the third quarter on what is a beautiful, beautiful fall night. Lower Dauphin's going to get the football to start the second half. 53 degrees here on a clear night. McDevitt's new kicker. I jokingly said to Jeff Wechter before the game, newly acquired kicker, but Mikey Chia, who plays basketball for the Crusaders. Crusaders were in need without their regular kicker these first couple weeks, and last week Cade Werner filled in, but Mikey Chia here tonight, he's made 2 out of the 3 PATs, done a nice job on the kickoffs, and he's going to tee it up to start the third quarter here.
Mikey's also a soccer star besides being a basketball player for the Crusaders. He plays soccer, which is his main sport, so translates well over to the football field here. Getting set here to tee off.
Mikey Chia to kick off for Bishop McDevitt.
Little squib kick up the middle, fielded by Lower Dauphin. Brought down around the 37 or 38-yard line, where the Falcons will take over down 20-0.
Ethan Miller on the return for the Falcons. Lower Dauphin 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Looks like Braden Landis still in a quarterback here. 2 receivers each side with the running back flanking his left. Crusaders look like they're showing pressure with Riley Robel up the middle. Back to pass. Receivers fall down. Incomplete. Looks like they just got their feet tangled up there. No flag on the play.
Braden Landis' pass intended for Kaufman falls incomplete. 2nd and 10, Lower Dauphin at the 38.
2nd and 10 here for the Falcons. Looks like Tyshawn Russell's in a corner here, as well as Tyshawn Russell, number 22, in a corner. Toss to the left to Kaufman. Stuffed in the backfield. Looks like Cade Warner coming off that edge again, making a big play.
Jacob Kaufman hit and dropped for a big loss by number 7, Cade Werner. 3rd and 15.
3rd and long here.
Check
for the
that, 3rd and
Falcons.
17.
McDevitt likes to bring pressure here a lot in these type of situations, get it out of the quarterback's hand quickly. Lower Dolphins going to have 3 receivers to the right. Looking deep. Foster's back there. Broken up. Intended for Pyramidi. Broken up by Camille Foster there.
Landis' pass intended for Matt Piramati. Off his hands. Camille Foster on the coverage. 4th down and 17.
Falcons
Quinn
looking to
Stanley
punt
on
again.
the punt. Omari Hopkins back deep.
Another short punt. Down at the 44-yard line, where the Crusaders will take over. 1st and 10, 20-0 with 10:38 to go in the 3rd quarter.
McDevitt 1st and 10 at the Crusader 44.
Tinker will start off in the backfield with Bakos as the fullback. 2 receivers out right with Camille Foster backside. High snap, handoff to Tinker. Down the right side. Looks like he goes ahead for around a 15-yard gain. Good run there, but again by Tinker.
Diedrich Tinker on the carry. Good for 15 yards and a Bishop McDevitt 1st down.
Easterly and Hopkins out left. Bakos in the backfield with Tinker and Powell. Another handoff to Tinker. Good penetration, but he's able to break it out to the left. Good downfield blocking. Finally pushed out of bounds by number 32, Benton Black. Another great run by Diedrich Tinker.
Diedrich Tinker again on the carry. 19 yards. Brought down by Black. 1st down, Bishop McDevitt.
Crusaders are lining up from the 22-yard line here. Kephart checks in for Tinker at halfback. Handoff to Kephart. Nice little cut there. Another 9-yard gain, bringing up 2nd and short for the Crusaders.
Ty Kephart on the carry. Good enough for 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Riley Robel checks in at fullback. McDevitt in the pistol. Same 3 wide receivers. Kephart in the backfield. Handoff to Kephart over to the left side. He's able to get the 1st down. It's brought down by number 22, Ethan Miller. Another 1st down for the Crusaders from the 13-yard line.
Kephart again on the carry. Gain of 3. 1st and 10. Bishop McDevitt.
Same personnel in for the Crusaders. Pistol formation. Play action. Throws it up to Foster. Great play there by number 6 from Lower Dauphin, Matt Piramati, who looks like he's down on the play.
Powell's pass intended for Camille Foster. Coverage by Max Klingensmith.
Injury timeout for the Falcons.
So, Alex, prior to the injury here to Klingensmith, McDevitt, real good tempo here on this drive. Again, Tinker really showing something here tonight, running hard, and the offensive line's doing a nice job opening up some holes for him.
Yeah, the offense is really getting a good push up front, which they started to get in the second half last week against Mifflin. But they started early and been taking it to him, allowing for both Tinker and Kephart to get into the second level and make plays happen.
And the good news is Max Klingensmith, the junior, the 5'10 junior for LD, is he's limping a little bit, but he seems to be okay. He's able to be putting some pressure on that as he's coming off the field across the way.
Powell back in the gun with Robel and Tinker flanking him on each side. Same three receivers out for the Crusaders. Looks like man across the board with pressure coming from Lower Dauphin. Little swing pass out to Tinker on the right. He's going to get in for a touchdown, but it looks like there's a flag that's going to bring this one back.
Powell's pass complete to Tinker. However, there's a flag holding on Bishop McDevitt.
Waiting on the signal here. And it's going to be holding against the Crusaders. Bringing up a 2nd and 15 from the 17-yard line for McDevitt. Same personnel. Looks like another zero pressure here from Lower Dauphin. Leck has Hopkins over the middle. Touchdown, Amari Hopkins. Great throw by Leck Powell, standing in there with some pressure on.
Leck Powell's pass complete to Amari Hopkins for a Bishop McDevitt touchdown.
It's tough to consistently play man across the board on us with all the receivers and all the speed we have out at the receiver position, but looks like Lower Dauphin's trying to get Leck to get it out of his hand quick, which he did there. Made him pay for a touchdown to Amari.
Mikey Chia's point after is good with 8:20 to play here in the third quarter. Bishop McDevitt 27, Lower Dauphin nothing.
McDevitt takes a 27-0 lead with 8:20 to go here in the third quarter.
Mikey Chia will kick off for Bishop McDevitt.
McDevitt kicks off. Kaufman here on the return. He's able to push up to about the 35-yard line.
Kaufman on the return, brought down by Ryan Russo. Lower Dauphin 1st and 10 at the 35.
McDevitt has some new faces in on the defense. We have number 11, freshman Jair Rawson, in a cornerback, as well as it looks like on the D-line, as Lower Dauphin has a handoff to the left, stopped by Joe Danello. Looks like a fumble picked up. Is that Russo with the pickup? Scoop and score. Looks like the fumble was forced by Joseph Danello, recovered by Russo for a McDevitt touchdown.
Fumble picked up by Ryan Russo and returns it for a Bishop McDevitt touchdown. Ryan Russo.
Mikey Chio on for the extra point. The kick is no good, and with 7:58 remaining in the third quarter, McDevitt is up 33 to Lower Dauphin 0.
Point after attempt is no good. McDevitt, 33. Lower Dauphin, nothing.
Mikey Chia set the kickoff. Short pooch kick down the McDevitt sideline. Kaufman able to fall on it. Taking a hit there by Jaleel Terry.
Chia's kickoff is covered at the 21-yard line. Lower Dauphin 1st and 10.
As I was saying last possession before the fumble happened, we got Isaiah Robinson in on the D-line, the big fella. Tyshawn Russell and Jair Rawson, two young corners back in the game. Pistol formation for Lower Dauphin. Handoff over to left tackle to number 10. He's able to get outside. Has some room, able to get the first down. Good tackle out there by Russell. That was number 10, Ty Milhimes, sorry about that.
Ty Milhimes on the carry. Brought down by Jaleel Terry and Tyshawn Russell. But 11 yards and a Lower Dauphin first down.
First and 10 here for the Falcons. From their own 32-yard line. 7:23 left to go. McDevitt looks like they're going to bring some pressure here. Fake jet sweep. Kept up the middle by Landis. Brought down by Isaiah. Isaiah Robinson with the tackle, freshly in the game.
Braden Landis on the carry. Pickup of 3 yards brought down by Isaiah Robinson.
2nd and 7 here from the 35-yard line. Landis in the gun. Looks like the jet motion coming again. Sprint out. Joseph Danello does a good job setting the edge. And looks like he's able to bring him down on the tackle. Solid run there. by Braden Landis, making it a 3rd and short.
Landis on the carry. Pickup of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Third and 4 from their own 38. 2 receivers split out wide. Landis in the shotgun. Looking over the middle for his tight end. Pass falls incomplete, bringing up. Oh, no, he caught it.
Landis' pass complete to Ryan Angerer. That's good enough for 6 yards and a lowered off in 1st and 10 at the 44.
Tight end Ryan Anger making plays on both sides of the ball with a couple of sacks earlier, now a catch to extend this drive. 1st and 10 from their own 44, 5:30 left to go. Jet motion. Handoff to number 3. Over the left side, pushed out of bounds by Tyshawn Russell and Jaleel Terry for a short gain.
Matt Piramati on the carry. Gain of 1. Tyshawn Russell and Jaleel Terry on the stop.
Second and 10 here for the Falcons. 2 receivers split out wide. Tight end and wing to the short side of the field. Piramati goes in motion. Fake the handoff. Kept by Landis up the middle. Decent gain. Brought down by Cade Warner again.
Braden Landis on the carry. Gain of 3. Brought down by Cade Werner.
3rd and
7.
From their own 47-yard line, 4:42 to go. McDevitt on top, 33-0. Looks like there's a problem with the play clock. 3 receivers split out wide. Running back to the side too. Probably going to get a QB sprint out here. Drops back to pass. He's looking down the field. Great coverage by McDevitt. No one was really open there.
Landis' pass intended for Piramati, incomplete. Jaleel Terry on the coverage.
4th down. Looks like Stanley will be on the punt again. Hopkins back deep to return.
4th and 7 at the 47. Stanley on to punt for lowered off, and Hopkins back deep for McDevitt.
Almost blocked again by Warner. Out of bounds at the 29-yard line of the Crusaders, where they'll take over 1st and 10. 4:07 to play, 33-0. Bishop McDevitt on top.
So you saw some more of the young defensive backs there on that last series, Alex, with Jaleel Terry getting involved. He's got a lot of potential, just a sophomore.
Yeah, Jaleel made the start last week at safety. Then we also had Jair back there, which had a really big interception in the scrimmage against CD East. So a lot of talent, along with Tyshawn Russell. A lot of talent in the back end for years to come for the Crusaders. Tinker with a short gain over, pushed out at the right sideline by the Falcons. Bringing up a 2nd and 10.
Diedrich Tinker on the carry. 2nd and 10.
Hand off again to Tinker. Lower Dolphins able to stop him after a short gain, bringing up a 3rd and medium right here.
Diedrich Tinker, gain of 4, 3rd and 6.
Powell in the pistol with Tinker and Robel in the backfield. Easterly and Hopkins split out right, and Camille Foster on the backside. Looks like a nice little RPO. Pulled, gives out to Foster, is able to break a tackle down the left sideline. Another stiff arm. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line after a good gain.
Lek Powell's pass to Camille Foster, a big gain down the left side for a McDevitt first down. Brought down by Ellis Snow.
That's a nice part of the offense that we've added this year with Lek being a senior, being able to make reads, the RPO where he's just reading that overhang backer right there. If he bites down on the run, which he should be doing a lot here because Tinker's had a lot of success, just pull and throw it out to your playmakers and let them get the rest. Hand off to Kephart. Brought down after a short gain. Looks like number 22 from Lower Dauphin, Ethan Miller.
Ty Kephart on the carry, gain of 1, brought down by Ethan Miller.
Second and 9 from the 33 for the Crusaders. Lek Powell in the gun with Riley Robel and Ty Kephart back there with him. Back to pass. Looking for Easterly on that out route again. Misses him and gets blasted by number 55. Amir Hunter from Lower Dauphin was able to put the pressure on him.
Lek Powell's pass intended for Mario Easterly. 3rd and 9 at the 33.
Third and long here. 3rd and 9 from 33-yard line. Powell back in the gun. Play another RPO. Oh. Dropped by Camille Foster, but it looks like there's going to be a roughing the passer here on Lower Dauphin.
Powell's pass intended for Foster, incomplete, but there's a flag. Personal foul on Lower Dauphin.
It's going to give the Crusaders the first down. First and 10 from the 18-yard line. 2:22 to go in the third. Pistol formation for McDevitt here. Hand off to Kephart over the right side. The freshman up the middle has a good gain. It looks like he's going to be tackled just short of the goal line. Down at around the 3-yard line. Good run there. Great push by the offensive line of McDevitt.
Ty Kephart on the carry. 15 yards. 1st and goal, Bishop McDevitt.
First and goal for the Crusaders here. Julian Bacos in at fullback. Joseph Danello in at tight end. Kephart in the backfield. One receiver out wide. It's Easterly. Hand off to Kephart up the middle. And he is in for the touchdown. The freshman, Ty Kephart, able to get in the end zone for his first touchdown.
Ty Kephart, touchdown, Bishop McDevitt.
Mikey Chio on to take the extra point. Number 21, Chase Regan in the hold. Kick is up and good, making the score 40-0. Bishop McDevitt, 1:45 to go in the third.
Mikey Chia's point after is good with 1:45 to play in the third quarter. Bishop McDevitt 40, Lower Dauphin nothing. Alex, the fans watching tonight are sure getting a look at a lot of this young talent we talked about off the top. And on that drive, it was Ty Kephart, who last week made 8 tackles in his first varsity game to lead the team. And tonight he gets his first varsity touchdown at tailback.
Yeah, Ty is going to be a fixture of both the offense and defense for years to come here. As you said earlier, it's really hard to start as a freshman here at McDevitt. Only a few people have been able to do it, and you have to be the right type of person to be able to start as a freshman here at McDevitt with all the talent. Mikey getting ready to kick it away. Kaufman back to return. Kaufman makes one man miss. He's finally pushed out of bounds there by number 36, Joe Grella, making a nice play on special teams.
Jacob Kaufman on the return for the Falcons.
Another flag down here.
Knocked out of bounds by Joe Grella. Flag on the play.
Looks like this one will be coming back a bit. Didn't see what the flag was for, but back the Falcons up to their own 14-yard line with 1:30 to go.
Lower Dauphin 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
2 receivers split out left in the pistol here. The Falcons take over. Looks like the Crusaders are bringing pressure. Big number 77 from McDevitt, Dimitri Chacon, gets the pressure and is able to wrap him up for a tackle for loss there.
Ty Milheim's on the carry for Lower Dauphin, brought down by Dimitri Chacon and Isaiah Robinson.
Second and 14 from the 10-yard line. Two receivers each side here for Landis. Josh back looking to pass. Looks like he's just throwing that one away out of bounds, intended for Piramedi. The Crusaders were able to get pressure there by Joe Danello and O.D. Troublefield.
Braden Landis' pass sails out of bounds. It's 3rd and 14 from the LD 10-yard line.
Looks like we're going to go into the fourth quarter here with McDevitt up with a lead 40-0 here at Bishop McDevitt High School.
At the end of 3 quarters, Bishop McDevitt 40, Lower Dauphin nothing. So Alex, with the mercy rule running clock here, the fourth quarter will go by in the blink of an eye as LD will start it with a 3rd and long, 3rd and 14, going right to left here on your screen.
Landis has 2 receivers each side again. Back to pass. Has time, scrambles up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle, is finally pushed out of bounds by a bunch of Crusaders. Another flag on the play. Looking like this is probably going to be a late hit.
Landis scrambles out of bounds. At the 15, flag on the play. Personal foul against Bishop McDevitt. That will give Lower Dauphin 1st down and 10 at the 31.
First and 10 here for LD from their own 31-yard line. 11 minutes, 40 seconds left. Landis has 2 receivers each side, 1 back in the backfield. Looking to his right, throws, complete. Looks like that was complete to Vinny Licata.
Landis' pass complete to Vinny Licata. Good for a gain of 7 yards, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 here for Lower Dauphin. Seeing if they can punch one in before the end of this game. Same set, 2 receivers each side. Landis back to pass, pressure. Looking, coverage by Ty Kephart on Pierre Meddy is the overthrow.
Braden Landis' pass incomplete for Matt Piramati. Coverage by Ty Kephart.
Third and 3 from their own 38, 10:30 left to go here. Landis comes up, 2 receivers to his left along with the tight end. Running back over here. Back to pass, sprint out. Looking for the wheel route, throwing long. Camille Foster has good coverage, picked off by Camille Foster. Finally tackled by Pierre Meddy. Great coverage there by Camille Foster. Wasn't fooled by that double move.
Landis' pass intercepted by Camille Foster, but there is a flag on the play.
Looks like there's another flag on the play, though.
Personal foul, roughing the passer against Bishop McDevitt, will give Lower Dauphin a 1st down.
The roughing the passer penalty there is going to take away that interception, giving Lower Dauphin a 1st down. Ball here at the 47, 1st and 10 for Lower Dauphin. 10 minutes left to play in the game. Pass intended for number 87, Ty Kephart with the defense, but it's going to look like there's going to be an illegal shift here. Illegal shift on Lower Dauphin, yep.
Landis' pass falls incomplete. Penalty for an illegal shift on Lower Dauphin is declined. It will be 2nd and 10.
The Crusaders declined that penalty, bringing up 2nd and 10. $9:20 left to go here. Tinker's back in the game at corner. Landis in the gun, puts his tight end in motion. Handoff. Looks like there was a fumble on the play. Is that Cade Warner? Cade Warner recovered a fumble.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Bishop McDevitt, number 7. Cade Warner, 1st and 10. McDevitt at the Lower Dauphin 46.
Couldn't really tell what happened there, but Cade Warner got in there quick. It looked like he might have even taken the handoff. Send the Crusaders up from the 46-yard line. Nevin Hopkins into the game at quarterback, the young freshman, along with Rico Scott at running back.
Nevin Hopkins into the ball game at quarterback for Bishop McDevitt.
Jeff Penn in at receiver, along with Sam Smalls in the slot and Tyshawn Russell at the other receiver.
Rico Scott on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Cam Galloway's in at fullback. A lot of talent in these younger guys right here that are gonna get put on his display. Fumble, fallen on by Nevin Hopkins for a big loss. This is gonna bring up a 3rd and long.
Fumble on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Check that. 3rd down and 19 for McDevitt. At the Crusader 44-yard line.
Nevin Hopkins in the gun. Scott and Galloway in to protect. He's looking out left. Incomplete, intended for Jeff Penn. The Crusaders are going to come out and punt. 4th and long.
Nevin Hopkins' pass intended for Jeffrey Penn is incomplete. It'll be 4th down, and Corey Kalinowski on to punt for the Crusaders.
Punt is fielded, and he's wrapped up by Sam Smalls. Sam Smalls, the freshman, wide receiver and defensive back on the tackle there on the coverage.
Kalinowski's punt to the 31, return to the 33. Lower Dauphin 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Drew Augustine and Jack Stewart, 2 veteran safeties, are in the game now, along with Joe Grella. Winnie Horshaw is also in at D end, and a couple other guys on the D line have checked in. Number 15, Bonowitz back to pass, intended for his receiver. Good coverage there by Sam Smalls.
Adam Bonowitz's pass intended for Pierre Amati, incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Lower Dauphin.
E.J. McDaniel in at linebacker 2. Along with Nate Kinsey, it's the other linebacker. Looks like a miscommunication in the backfield. Makes something out of nothing. Makes a couple guys miss. Jack Stewart's finally able to bring him down after a big gain and a 1st down. Good run there by Bonowitz.
Adam Bonowitz on the carry for 13 yards. 1st down, Lower Dauphin. Jack Stewart on the tackle for Bishop McDevitt.
1st and 10 from the 46. Just under 5 minutes to go here. Bonowitz in the pistol. Handoff. Over the left side. He's able to get outside. Finally brought down by a host of Crusaders.
Ty Milheims on the carry for the Falcons for a lowered off and first down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
Number 80, Zach Hare. Number 54, Tymere Jennings in for the Crusaders, as well as number 85, Colin Minto. Bonowitz back in the pistol. Handoff to number 10, Ty Milheims. Finally brought down by Minto.
Ty Milheims on the carry, brought down by Colin Minto, Winnie Horshaw. It'll be 2nd and 6 at the 37.
3:45 left to go, 2nd and 6. Lower Dauphin driving here. Bonowitz back in the pistol, 2 receivers. Play action. Looking for his tight end, number 87, broken up by Drew Augustine. Good coverage there by
Bonowitz's
Drew.
pass intended for number 87. Ryan Anger broken up by Drew Augustine. 3rd and 6.
Third and 6, 3 minutes left to go. Tackle made by number 54, Tymere Jennings. It looks like number 36, Joe Grella, also in on the tackle. Bringing up a 4th and 5.
Adam Bonowitz on the carry. Just a short gain of 1. Tymere Jennings on the stop. 4th and 5.
Looks like Dallas Davenport's also in the game. Just made a play right there. Bonowitz back to pass. Looking over the middle. Picked off! Picked off by number 32. Nate Kinsey, who's finally brought down after a big return. Great play there by the linebacker.
Bonowitz's pass intercepted by Nate Kinsey.
Nate Kinsey with a great play. Reading the quarterback's eyes, able to shuffle over, pick that off, and get a nice run back.
It'll be Bishop McDevitt, 1st down and 10 at the lowered off in 22.
Some more young guys getting in for the Crusaders. Looks like number 21, Chase Regan. 51, Luke Nye. 73, JoJo Harding. '75, Brady Bacchus. As well as some of the receivers. Nevin Hopkins back in. Rico Scott in the tailback. Some of the young guys getting some time here at the varsity level. Handoff to Scott. Scott over the right side. Nice run there by Rico Scott.
Rico Scott on the carry. 1st and goal. Bishop McDevitt.
Bringing up a 1st and goal here for McDevitt. 50 seconds left. Nevin Hopkins lines up in the pistol. Rico Scott behind him. Galloway as the sidecar. Handoff again to Scott. Tackle made by a bunch of Falcons. Bringing up a second down.
Rico
this is gonna
Scott
do
on
it.
the carry. It'll be second and goal at the 7.
And time's winding out here. McDevitt's going to take the win, 40-0 over Lower Dauphin.
Your final score tonight at Rocco Hortensio Stadium, Bishop McDevitt 40, Lower Dauphin nothing. Again, congratulations to the Crusader seniors on senior night. McDevitt travels to Cedar Cliff West Shore Stadium next Friday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Our next football home game will be in 2 weeks from tonight here against the Cumberland Valley Eagles. So the Crusaders finished off a 40-0 win. We'll quickly recap the scoring. First quarter, Lek Powell, 7-yard touchdown pass to Camille Foster made it 7-0 Bishop McDevitt. Diedrich Tinker's 10-yard run made it Bishop McDevitt 13-0 with 29 seconds to play in the first quarter. In the second quarter, Lek Powell hit Camille Foster for a 10-yard touchdown to make it 20-0 with 7:39 to play in the first half, and that's how we went to halftime. Second half, McDevitt's first possession, they cashed in on a 5-play drive capped by Lek Powell, 17-yard touchdown to Omari Hopkins. That made it 27-0 with 8:20 to play in the third quarter. Later in the period, Ty Kephart, or check that, I'm sorry. Back that up a minute. After it was 27-0, the second play from scrimmage after, it was junior linebacker Ryan Russo scooping up a fumble and running it back 30 yards to make it 33-0. McDevitt on a Russo fumble return with 7:58 to play in the third. And then finally, the scoring was capped later in the third quarter by freshman Ty Kephart on a 3-yard run, making it 40-0. And that was our final tonight. We want to thank again all of our sponsors and our donors that made this broadcast possible tonight. The first one of the year, first of at least 3. Savi Amatrano, the Sons of Italy, Knoll Financial Services, Dauphin County Commissioners, Underdog Sports Bar and Grill, Central Pennsylvania Blood Bank, Martin M. Sachs and Associates, Sheet Metal Specialists, the Steelton Italian Club, Benchmark Advisor Networks, Penn State Harrisburg Campus, Minium Kearns and Lamb Orthodontics, the Joe LaPiccolo family, Carnes Foods, Holy Name of Jesus Church, Patrice Amatrano and Jeff Myers, and Deacon Joe Rabel. Thank you again to all of those sponsors tonight on Bishop McDevitt YouTube. Again, thank you to the student to tech crew that worked the game tonight. They did a nice job on our first football game tonight. Brian Gregoritz and Jacob Beagley. Thanks to them. Alex Marsico and myself, Rob Pugliese, brought you the action. And Alex, McDevitt's 2-0. They took care of business tonight. And now we look ahead to what is the marquee game of the regular season schedule next Friday night at West Shore Stadium against the Cedar Cliff Colts.
It's good to get some momentum going into the big game like that. Try not to overlook anyone. So we came out strong tonight. Got some young guys, some valuable time in there. And going into a big game like that with some momentum is a key, especially when the season is so short and you don't know what's going to happen. You need to take every game very seriously, which I think we did. So.
Yeah, it was a good all-around effort again. You know, you start out the season with 2 shutouts by the defense. That's always good to see. things were spread out quite a bit tonight. You know, Camille Foster with a big game with the 2 touchdowns. You know, Diedrich Tinker with a big game. Kephart. The offensive line did a nice job for Powell. And then defensively, there was just guys flying all over the field. I mean, too many to mention. You know, Werner had a big game. You know, Danilo and Bakos were in the mix always. And, you know, I'm sure Jeff Wechter's going to be, you know, it's a perfect situation for a head coach. There was plenty of things to clean up going into that Cedar Cliff game, but there was also some positives. So the team, I would think, is feeling pretty good about themselves, but knowing that they really have to elevate their game for next Friday night.
Definitely, yeah. They have to clean some things up, as you said, watch the film, get back to practice this week, clean up those few mistakes that we had, clean up the penalties a little bit, get ready for a big game next Friday night.
Alex, thanks a lot. Nice job tonight. So that's it. We're going to sign off. Next Friday night, McDevitt at Cedar Cliff. Of course, with it being an away game, we will not be able to bring you that here on the YouTube. I believe Cedar Cliff will stream that, but stay tuned again to all the McDevitt social media this week for information on that link. You will be able to listen to Fox Sports 1460. I'm a part of that broadcast for the away games with Art Selby and Marty Bowman, so you could always watch the Cedar Cliff stream, turn the sound down, and turn us up. We'll be on there next Friday night. So with that, the Crusaders are 2-0. Thanks all for everyone for tuning in tonight. McDevitt's 2-0, and we'll see you soon here on Bishop McDevitt YouTube. Good night.